So this is it. The final round-robin game for the Boston Bruins and also for the Washington Capitals. And the Bruins are 0-2, and they have not looked really good, if I'm being perfectly honest. For a chunk of it, it's also looked like they really don't want to be, participating in the round-robin. Looks like they're using it kind of to get their legs under them, if I'm going to make that argument. But here's the deal with the round-robins. You win, you're the 3 seed. Lose, you're the 4th seed. You win, you play the Islanders. Lose, you play the Carolina Hurricanes. And in my opinion, honestly, I'd rather play the New York Islanders, which you have played 3 times on the season. You've beat them twice, you've lost to them once. Carolina, you've only played once, and they loaded up since the trade deadline. But in order to be the 3 seed, you have to play and beat the Washington Capitals. So we take it to the first period, and it's a new second and a new third line yet again for the Bruins, as it's Krejci, DeBrusk, and Ondrej Kase, who actually is going to play in a round-robin game. It's good to see him. On the third line, it's Coyle, Bjork, and Nick Ritchie. Connor Clifton is in the game, as it is a maintenance day for Matty Grzelcyk, who in the last game got hit in the face with a puck. But he stayed because he's a hockey player. So, naturally, it's 2 U's, 2 K's, Tuukka Rask. On the other side of the ice is the Bruins killer himself, Braden Holtby, the big bad Braden Holtby, if you will. And for the most part of the first period, the Bruins look great. They're 12-7 winning in face-offs, 6-2 they're winning in shots. And we get to the final minute, and what are you doing, Zdeno Chara? Off the face-off win, the puck goes back to Alexander Ovechkin. He misses a hammer of a one-time, but the Washington Capitals continue to cycle. It's Dmitry Orlov, over to Backstrom, and it goes off either off of Tuukka Rask or it never hits him to begin with. Chara's trying to make a play with it. He's trying to turn and kind of fire it up the wall, and right there in his face is TJ Oshie, who bangs it in 1-0, and it looks like the old giant tree never saw or felt that TJ Oshie was there. A big mental mistake from the big guy, and it ends up spoiling what would be a rather good period. So the Bruins go to the room down 1-0 after, again, like I said, a very good period. We go to the second, and it is all Braden Holtby. Highway robbery of Brad Marchand with the glove. Pastrnak with the glove. McAvoy with the glove. Nick Ritchie with just popped out of nowhere to save a second attempt on an open net. The first one was saved by the defenseman. The penalty kill looked good in the second period. The power play is getting some chances, but it still hasn't really connected at all. So here's the deal. You're down 1-0 in the second period. Do you finish the game and just say hell with it and go up against the Carolina Hurricanes? Or do you go for the win and become the 3 seed to play the Islanders? That's the decision you have to make in that room. And, well, let's take a look at what the Bruins did. And in the third period, it's Boston Bruins defense yet again getting caught up in the pinch. Joakim Nordstrom is the player coming back, but he gets blown past by Tommy Wilson, who with a pass from Ilya Kovalchuk on a nice big stretch pass. Charlie McAvoy coming from the other side of the ice. Can't catch him in time, and Tom Wilson goes bar down on Tuukka Rask. Just ting, high glove and in. 2-0 Washington. And that's pretty much it. The only other highlight of this is a great breakout from the Bruins. Ondrej Kase gets a pass, ends up in the sticks and skates of Stiegenhaller, and then he pops it back in. DeBrusk does a little hop step, and a backhand goes 5-hole on Braden Holtby, but it is too little, too late. Boston falls 2-1 to the Washington Capitals, a team that they have yet to be, or they've barely beaten. I believe they have if I remember what I showed earlier, it's like 2-16, make it 2-17 against this team since 2014. It is a ridiculous win-loss record against this team. Boston 0-3 in the round-robin tournament, and they have scored 4 goals in 3 games in the process, and that is a problem. Mainly because who are your goal scorers? Charlie McAvoy got a goal, Jake DeBrusk got a goal, and MVP Chris Wagner has 2 goals. Who hasn't have a goal? Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak. The top line has yet to score a single goal. The power play has yet to score a single goal. That is a problem. That is something that needs to be fixed going into the first round against a very talented, offensive-minded, surprisingly well-defensed Carolina Hurricane team that tore apart the New York Rangers in their qualifying rounds. So, there's improvement. Definitely improvement was made, but it's just not there. I don't know if it's the fact that they're just not looking good, the chemistry's not there, they've been gone for too long. Are they not taking the round robin seriously? Is that the issue? Whereas, we have 3 games, let's just use these 3 games. Seeding doesn't matter to us because we won the President's Trophy anyway. Is that what this is? Is the thought process that the 3 games you just played don't matter, so why bother? Because that's a horrible mindset to have. So, either Tuesday or Wednesday, it has yet to be determined, the Boston Bruins will take on, in the first round, a team that they swept in the Eastern Conference Finals of last season, the Carolina Hurricanes. So, Tuesday or Wednesday, and we don't know what time just yet, but more news will be shared as we will look forward to real hockey. Real playoff hockey. The first round begins. So buckle your chin straps, put on the foil. It's real deal, and it starts. You better be ready on Tuesday or Wednesday for the next Bruins Recap Show.